guys of Norway, and this will be a free spread. This will be a short session. There will be no list. No one are entitled to any kind of read because of, well, previous traffic kind of thing. I'll try to note who, you know, if you're active on my channel. In general, it's possible that I will note a few if you are active. New subscribers, you're welcome. For free spread. Mehak, hello. Give me your question, please. What is up, Mehak? What is up? We're picking out 2 cards. And, okay, namaste. Just going to cleanse the energies here a little bit with Palo Santo. Om Shivai. Kesiha benohte ese kusabarta haya kola bemonane kahaya tutur desi sakaya rahinashi mania. Okay. Okay, guys. Preparando. Okay, hello everyone. Kushi, Ribsha, Mehak, Alana. So, Mehak, Marita. Please, guys, you need to know one thing. Hello Haley, you need to know one thing, that if you need to be active a little bit on my channel in general in order for me to know who you are, okay? So it's not about who are first, it's about luck. All right, so this is just me who happened to take this out to test that the signals are okay. Okay, so we're going to start with Mehak, hello. Okay, that's a lot. So you don't have to ask, I missed all of you too, you don't have to ask how I am. If I'm here, I'm good. No? So it's not about, this is not a competition about who's first, alright? What is Shreyash thinking of me right now? Currently on Mehak. Currently on Mehak. Currently on Mehak. Om Namah Shivai. Show me, what is it Mehak need to know? What is he thinking about Mehak? Okay, so you have death and you have the magician. So currently your person is in a very big transformation, okay? He's trying to create something. There is something he's basically cooking up, if you feel me. Notice my new shuffle style, huh? That's a little faster. Okay. So on the hack, Your person is not in a good place right now. He's not feeling very good about himself. And he thinks about you. There is some kind of discomfort. So guys, we haven't got the entire system up yet. We are working on still just landed here. So Indians, we try to make it able something for you so you also can join the VIP. But for now, the system is just as we left it, okay? So current feelings and thoughts. Mehak, your person still thinks of you as soulmates. He thinks that you are his person, that you two are, you know, there is still love that he's hiding. It's under the moon, so there are hidden there. Okay? So, what is it that my heart needs to know? What is it that my heart needs to know? So, he's hiding his feelings, okay? The moon. He's hiding his thoughts and his feelings. That secretly, there is a wish fulfillment here. Secretly, I feel that I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, but when there is something good there, I'm going to tell you. I feel that he's in a transformative process here where he's trying to manifest you somehow. He's dreaming. However, he was exposed. 7 of Swords, he was exposed doing something he shouldn't do. Being naughty mother fluffer. So he's done something that he's not supposed to do, and he knows that. So right now, what he's thinking is that he lost the foundation between the two of you. I feel that there is now a lack of trust, okay? So basically what he feels now, that he is not sure if he can regain your trust. Basically, that's what I feel that he's thinking. He's also thinking that because I feel that you and me, I have this love for you. It's secret. I will hide it. But he also, I get that he also feels shame because he have done something he's not supposed to do. And I think that he feels that the situation is finished. You have 10, 10 twice here. It seems to me like this wish fulfillment is lost. Okay. Merita. Aaron, did you give me something I could pin, Aaron? Mi querido? आपका स्वागत है महक. Thank you, Stark. So things are not up running, guys. I'm just doing a live stream now before I hit the site. Got stuff to do tomorrow, but I have to be a secretary on the side. So Marita, you want career and job stability. So yeah, all right. I'm going to use a dip deck, a pretty beautiful one actually. Actually, I'm not going to read these reversals. So I'm going to read them as they are. Actually, they are a little bit difficult when I think about it. So I'm going to use the cat. Just cats. We got cats. Got cats, dogs. Okay, so career read for Marita. So guys, Marita, she's very active on my channel. She's commenting on my stuff. She's not just someone who's in here to get a free read and get out again. And that's why she's also being noted. Okay, so career read for Marita. That's a lot of cards. Career read for Marita. So right now, the King of Coins, Taurus energy, and you have 6 of Coins. I believe that's Capricorn. Anyway, it's Earth. 6. This is. You are on a very good path here. Very good path. There is an equal give and change here. Sometimes 6 of Coins can be giving to 2. You see, as here, he give to 2 other cats. It's a cat deck, by the way. Another cat deck. I don't know. They produce it. I buy it. If I don't have it, I buy it. So first house so far, it is looking pretty good, actually. Second house. There are something new coming in for you. It could be attached to something emotional. Third house. I have a little bit of problem with the communication skills here. There could be some kind of issues with you marketing your own value, Marita. It could be some issues with the way you present yourself. If you are hunting for a job, the boss will run. So you are, that's electricity, you know. When we see the lightning, we run. So this guy is very in and out, and he's showing up in reverse. You want to be the one who are being hunted. So you need to market yourself in a manner that shows the world that you are worth it, that if they do not hire you, it's their loss, not yours. Okay? Because you have a large cup. You got a large cup. Let's bring that to the table for sure. Let's check out the rest here. Career for Marita. Nice to see you again, guys. I'm almost settled. I still have like 300 decks of tarot cards in me. Look somewhere. I don't have a car. I live in an area which is very big. So, fourth house. There's a problem with your fourth house. Family situation. I can't go into too much into that and see what that is all about, because I just see that something in your fourth house could be overeating, it could be something that is out of balance, it could be anything, but I see that the family situation is affecting you. The path, you have a beautiful goal, and I believe you're going to reach that goal. There is an opportunity for you here regarding second house is about belongings. Could be some kind of even a romantic commitment here. Someone, I don't know, let's see. Third house, again, you need to market yourself a lot more. there are mind games here, there are gaslighting here in your 5th house, and the 6th house, which is about job, is not looking good. There is literally nothing there to celebrate. It's not really, the celebration is off for once. So the 7th house is affected by the heart. The heart is somehow not quite there because it's been traumatized at some point. I believe that I'm not sure you understand your proper value. 8th house, this is just you need to let certain things go in your life, although because we are all being bombarded with things that are unjust, that's not fair. You know, if the world was fair, I would be in a nice apartment right now with my daughter, and she would have her own room, and we would have cats and dogs and 2 goats, and everything would be good. I think we deserve that, you know. 9th house, travel the world, and whatever you need to finish it now. Travel the world. There could be something for you regarding an education. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In your career, you have the Lovers, the Gemini energy. So right now, there could be a lot of communication coming in for you. It's not necessarily so that it could be that the love life right now is affecting the situation you're in. In that case, you need to look away from your love life unless he is making sure that there is dinner on the table, you know. And if you love your person, if you're in a relationship, if you're in love with someone, then 1818, that's a good one. Right now we see a reunion here, 3 people celebrating something. That's in your environment. That's maybe there is a, you know, some kind of, I know that in India, I don't know if you're Indian, but I know that there are many festivals. You celebrate things all the time. In Norway there are like 2, 3 big celebrations each year, and that's like boom, 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 done. 12th house and 10th house are interchangeable. In a way, they are connected, as you can see here. But there could be even a twin here, for this twin energy, like the backside of the coin here. You need to work on that. This is some kind of enslavement here, which is in your what they call the subconsciousness. You need to Albanian. Okay. Okay, let's go. We have people from Albania too. I don't really know where that is, but I think it's kind of like East Europe something, or east of Europe. So anyway, Marita, as you can see here, both of the Lovers here, they are in a good place, but usually it's about a choice. It's Gemini energy, and it's communication. So in this case, to me that you need to work more on valuing yourself, because there is something for you when it comes to promoting yourself. However, right now it's a little bit sloppy. Greek neighbor, thank you. I should, you know, I'm better with Asian geography because been there a lot. Anyway, these 2 are twins, these 2 cards. This is that yin to the yang and so forth. So here you see the devil. This is the same couple, but here they are enslaved to their lusts, to their cravings. It is, however, in reversed. So there could be that you need to release right now in order to ascend to this level. But you need to understand your value, because this is coming out as your goal or rising sign right now. And you need to understand the value of equality, and you need to be able to receive, you know, when some opportunity presents itself to you, which is, there is an opportunity here which presents itself to you. But the way you talk about yourself, the way you present yourself, the way you mark yourself, this is an area you need to work more on. You need to go deeper on that level, okay? So that's what I can do for you now. Ask another time, and I can put a Celtic cross, make a Celtic cross, and see what would. If you're still there, you're welcome. Between Italy and Greece. Thanks, Doug. What do you need to know? What is it that Alana needs to know right now? Alana, you are from India or no? Yes, not. Brazil! Why do I forget that? Well, I have a Brazilian descendant nephew. He provided me with a beautiful serpiente outro dia. Vale. Entonces, tenías mucho español, ¿no? Okay. So, what is it that Alana needs to know right now? What is it that Alana needs to know right now? Om Namah Shivaya, Great Spirit. What is it that Alana needs to know right now? Un día, posible yo me veo todas las casas en español. En Noruega no pasa nada, pero en español es algo difícil. Ok, 8 días las cartas es en español también. También yo tengo cartas en portugués, porque yo me viví en Castello Branco para algo meses. Bien. Okay, you have 8 of Swords. You have 8 of Swords. Ocho de Otoño. These cards are really a bit different. So sometimes the bird, el loro, it's inside a cage, and it's in this analysis paralysis. You know, 8 of Swords is usually analysis paralysis, and we don't understand why. Why do I feel stuck in this situation? And many birds, they are so used to being inside a cage that they don't understand that, you know, the owner of the cage will be like, well, this bird, you don't have to lock the door anymore. Or these birds in general are almost as clever as the raven. And so as you can see here, this is obtaining knowledge about how to let's say, if te sabes matrix, the matrix, you know, we live in this illusion, and eight of Swords is very often, it has something to do with some kind of illusion here, okay? And then the parrot, he's good at mimicking and pretend, you know, pretenses, just like the raven, like, okay, I'm in the cage now, I'm not gonna move, I'm just sitting there. And while nobody is watching, I actually made a cartoon about it, although it was a raven versus tiger. And so while nobody was watching, he just opened the door. He figured out how to open the door. Obviously, he wouldn't tell anyone. For some reason, he enjoyed the comforts of being served food, you know, getting everything he needed. And while nobody looked at him, he is walking out of that cage, and as you can see, he's gaining knowledge. The thing here, the point here, I'm not even reading the text, it's irrelevant for me because I read pictures. So this, what you need to know now, that whatever cage you feel that in, whatever limitations you think you have, no existed, they are not really there. If you think you're in hell, if you think your situation is terrible, if you think that, oh my God, if you tell yourself that I have so many blockages, I have so many problems, I'm always stressed, the universe will say, okay. And if you tell yourself, there is no way I will be able to open that cage, the door, look, the lock, it seems so complicated, I'm not even gonna bother open it, the universe will say, okay, if you say so. But if you pay attention, you will see that you are already there. You wish for in life, you're already there. And this Loroaki, he's how they opened the cage. Why? He's been sitting like this, and he's following, and then he's just like, ha, ha. Okay, so that's how they open the door. Okay, I will sit here just like the cat and pretend to know how they opened that door. Well, they're gone. He's going out and he's collecting knowledge. That is what you need to know. Well, the universe is like this. If you say, you know, if you say that my situation is impossible, the universe will say, okay. And you will attract situations which are more impossible for you, you know. If you tell the universe that, or tell people, or tell yourself, I'm always so unlucky, you know, I never win, never get my way, life is so difficult, life is so hard, the universe will say, okay. And it will send you more situations which are hard and difficult. Now, if you can manage to stay positive and know that you already know, that you already have, in fact, all of you have access to the Akashic Archive. All of you are, it's sad actually to know and to watch and to see and to be presented for situation you perceive as very negative, when in reality it's all about perception. All right, so Rimsa, Shaylee, still there? You're welcome. You're donating. All right. Thank you, Shaylee. That's so kind. Okay, so we are on a VIP. I actually need that right now because we're upgrading the channel so we can be more effectivo. Need is not exactly a word I'm very impressed by, but as long as we use Babel, that's our language, okay? That's what we have learned, that's what we are taught, that's what we do. But there is another language. And there is another language. And one day, when you are initiated you will know what I mean about that. Now, simple questions. No pasa nada. So, Shirley. Oh guys, one more thing, but if you don't get your read, if you're active on my channel and you check upon my general read, my 1 minute read that are usually followed up by a secondary twin flame questions, career and all those things regarding your zodiac sign, and you say, hey, could you read more, give a little bit more information about the Cancerian energy, and you could maybe put your personal question right there, because we are still a baby channel. So if you don't get your read here, and I think like, I have more time to read about Aries, Leos, things. If you're active on my channel, you'll say, hey Raven, can you put in something personal for me? I might consider doing that. You can get the free reads also on the uploads. Just hear my words here. If it's like streaming, obviously I cannot be able to do that, but just it's an advice. I have the general read, and in the end of the read I might be able to answer your personal question and extend the read, let's say about the Libra a little bit, whatever, because for now the zodiac signs who are general are very short. It's just a suggestion in case you don't get your read today. Okay, on Shaylee. Okay, Shaylee, let's have fun with the new cards. Okay, let's have fun with the new cards. A general read, thou shall have. Okay. So this is for Shaylee. What is it that Shaylee needs to know right now? So I'm going to put up 3, unless you have a question while I do it, but I'm going to put up 3 different spreads. So you will get your planetary energies, maybe your chakras or your 12th house, and a Celtic cross. I hope that should be sufficient. By the way, thank you so much, Shaylee. I'm trying, I have to think. Norwegian, Spanish, English, or was it Hindi? Okay, thank you, that's very kind of you, Shaylee. So what is it that Shaylee needs to know right now? What is it that Shaylee needs to know right now? Show me energies of Shaylee. On VIP, guys, you be patient. What is it that Shaylee needs to know right now? Show me the energies. What is that Shaylee need to know now? Om Namah Shivaya. What is it that Shaylee need to know right now? Okay, so Quattro di Otoño, that's sword. So this is harvest. This is harvest. So there is a time for hibernation, and there is a time for going out and gather what we need to survive the winter. Okay, thank you so much, Shaylee. By the way, Shaylee, you send me you send me an email And if you have something that comes up for you, I will extend this read, okay? Because yeah, PayPal just for me. And when you are that generous, I'm now currently this week going through a few people who have the right for extended read. I haven't not been able to reach through all of you because of the transit from Norway to Spain. So you can send me an email and I'll send you an extra one. Just note my email. I didn't put it up. I think Aaron Stark have it there. Ranheim@yahoo.no. Ran without an E, not Raven. Okay, so it should be right there if you want me to have, a little bit more. Okay, so we don't take the entire time here. So that's what a follow-up is. Okay, thank you so much, by the way. You just paid for my new tarot cards. So I'll give you 3 spreads here. If you send me an email, if there's anything specifically you want to know there, you can just tell me. If not, I will just look through. You can also give me your birth date. It's possible for me to dig a little bit deeper, but I will send you a follow-up. Some people have not managed to get their follow-up. It's because they think they can communicate with me through PayPal. That's not very easy for me, unfortunately. Okay, let's begin the read. So right now, the card here says it's time for you to go out of some kind of hibernation state. La ardilla, that's the squirrel. So here you can see it's time now to harvest, to walk around. It could be harvesting anything. I'm not really sure what it is. We'll have a look at it, see what is coming up for it. We also have 4 twice here. So right now the energy is like this, that it's time for you to create a stable foundation in your life. As you can see, the pyramid here it is a square on the bottom. So in a way, in so many ways, it's connected to the cube in that sense. All right. So because the square is so stable, it takes a lot for this pyramid to just fall apart. So a stable fundament is, before we build a house of Babylon or whatever tower we want to build or whatever we want to build in our life, we need something grounding, something that grounds it. If your fundament consists of paper versus cement, you know what's going to happen, and that goes for our relationship as well. So there is also this energy here, la nutria. This is about the relationship we have towards other people. But it's difficult as a Scorpio in general, but it's difficult for people in general today to trust people. It's difficult to gain trust. Why? Well, because most of us here, we have experienced the worst kind of betrayal, but a betrayal that goes so down that, our own husband, our own children, our fathers, grandfathers, to us, it's a betrayal, right? And so finding this trust, to find this someone who could stand by your side and expand the foundation that you are building right now. As you can see, have 2. What do they have in common? Well, one is wood, one is water. So we have earth and water, but primavera is also fire. So for a fire is a celebration between, very often here it's a celebration between 2 people. It's a fusion also of emotions. And what I get here is that there could be a soulmate around. I don't know, but it's like you're preparing your house, you're preparing your nest while you are celebrating. If I didn't know any better, it was almost like a wedding. Now people tend to take things very literal, but people need to start thinking, is there a wedding inside you between the Shiva and Shakti? We look at the tropical signs. versus the sidereal signs. Have you ever thought that because one follows the sun, one follows the moon, that could be the reason that they both are right? Because one, the tropicals suggest that, okay, if you follow the sun, is your side, which is the divine masculine, and the other side is the divine feminine side of you. And when you fuse those together, and you fuse the yin to the yang, which is the dark self to the higher self, you have here two opposing forces who works as one. I hope that didn't... I tend to go really deep now these days. I'm reading deep stuff, and I thought, you know, it's time to walk out of the BS. So will my underwear be dried within a week? It's hanging outside. It's so moist, you know, kind of questions. I'm not saying people like you ask that. I'm pushing the line here, okay? So, but it's that kind of thing. You meet other people and it's like, oh, how's the weather? I don't care if it's raining. That's delicious, refreshing. Or someone will, it's all about perception, okay? So you also have union here, which is interesting because you have the polar bear, you have the aurora borealis, the North Pole, and this union here, and also polar, also meaning bear, of course. These butterflies, they tend to follow their decks. So there is some kind of transformation here. I get that follow your higher star. 5 is about transformation. It's the number of Shiva. So my God is in jail forever. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear about that, by the way. And if you want to talk more about that, you are talking to a previous gangster. I never did what I would never ever go as far as my friends did, but they also ended up in jail. Norwegian jail, though that's like a luxury hotel. Anyway, they were deprived of their freedom. It was 2 or 3 people. They would kill someone I knew because they felt like it. And so I said to them, if you are going to keep going down a rabbit hole with this kind of mentality towards people of melanin, or towards people who are not as you, are as cool as you, someone are going to end up dead. You know. I tried to reason. Unfortunately, one of them was my childhood sweetie, you know, and they all turn out to be just so vicious. And then in '94 I got the phone call. And they said, you know where they are now? Yeah, well, they are exactly where they belong. But they deserved it, and today they are free. It's Norway. Big island is practically, well, we are Vikings, right? So, you know, I would never judge anyone because the one you love is in jail. My background is, you know, who carries the biggest gun. You know, it's a long time ago, but I didn't know my own value until someone started to slap myself in the face, and I needed that. I realized that, fuck, I'm hanging out with people here who, and no one, my friends, they're not doing shit to protect me. Here, this is psycho guy. If you see Train Spotting, when the guy starts screaming and shouting, everyone are afraid of him. This tiny little guy, he's on some kind of coke. He's a natural coke kind of thing, right? Yeah, so 5 is Shiva. You should really read more about Lord Shiva. He's a destroyer of evil, and it's a Plutonian force. While Kali, I connect her more with Saturn because she rules matter and life. So Saturn is actually a feminine energy. They call him Sunny there, they call him Shani. Shani, you will find her in June, Frank Herbert's June. They have a lot of things in common. So the divine, the suppression or oppression, whatever you call it, of the divine feminine here is a big deal to me. Anyway, the bear is stay strong, woman, because what can I say? Bear in general is protection, and follow your North Star, follow your highest wish. Now, I was in Norway now for 2 months, sitting and waiting for my daughter. And literally, if I'm going to turn my story into a fairy tale, there is in fact an evil stepmother in this fairy tale. If you've seen that movie called Maleficent 2, of course, Maleficent coming up, showing up black with those horns, and you know my style. I love black. I love rock and roll. Hey, of course, everyone's gonna be like, oh, she's a witch. Well, the queen who portrays herself as, oh, such a oh my God. It's so easy to create that Azazel. Look, she's got horns. Look, well, she was poison of God, so she would be Azazel, the scapegoat, with the horn. Everything is pretty interesting how Disney is portraying this, that Angelina Jolie as Maleficent is the scapegoat, while the queen who everyone adores happened to be Samael, meaning poison of God, the real villain in the story. And I'm in that story. It's strange to say, but that girl who are playing Sleeping Beauty is almost identical to my daughter when it comes to the face. And they would say that, you look like Maleficent when I have my style. Not, with the same style, And so what is the point here? Well, the point here that things are always the way they seem. Yeah, when you're past, she likes black leather. Guilty. I'm wearing white now. Why? Well, Spain is 33 heat degrees. It's that thing up there is making it, I'm in a survival mode. So 5, there is something here that has to do with the union, but it's also pretty crazy kind of transformation here for you, Shaylee. Okay, so literally this card tells you it's time now for you to follow. This book could be maybe a little bit advanced if you're not familiar with Alchemy. There's a book now I recently read that it's called The Initiates of the Flame. Many kings before, priest kings, they are also known as pharaoh, meaning king. In the beginning, before the corruption, they were pure at heart, and all the snakes and everything you see, this hooked thing, meaning I'm a shepherd, this other whip is that, has to do with discipline, this kind of hidden meanings. And many of these priest kings, because they are one big entity, consists of multiple of, not personalities, but actually we are being sometimes, when we fall as one great entity, we are actually defragmented. We are being defragmented just like we break a glass. But the glass is still one unit, but it's crushed. We can pick the puzzles back together. Okay? So what he says that the initiates of the flame, it is actually a very beautiful book. And I was like, wow, there are many, because the alchemy stone is within you. The Solomon temple, that is you. We see Yggdrasil, or the tree of life, and we see the snake is coiling around the stem. That is the sleeping serpent. When Scorpios are being transformed or transmuted, they turn into the snake, and that serpent is the one that coils itself around the spine. So it's the spine that is the stem of the tree. Also, you could compare it with the lotus. So the lotus, when unfolding itself, you are in divine consciousness, then you are the chosen one. And in the West, we have kind of, because we don't have lotus growing natural in our environment, it's translated into the rose. That's we have the Rosicrucians. So there are a lot of symbols connected to this kind of energy, which hopefully about having a podcast. There are many podcasts that talks about these things, because in the end of the day, you don't really want to change or to hunt for external happiness out there, because like we say in Norway, listen to the which is the known that you have inside, which is basically your attitude, mentality, or where focus goes, energy goes. So because yesterday I was reading about vampire ritual that took place in Mexico in 1962, and I was like, digging deep as Scorpio, I love to do that, because we bring the light, we dig deep and we bring the light down there. But when you've been down there in the mud for too long, it's time again to rise up. So we bring light down there. So this is alchemy. The philosopher's stones, that is you. The Solomon temple, that is you. The stem of the lotus, the stem of the tree of life, that is you. And the lotus, that is your crown chakra. So when all those chakras are fully folded out, that's when you are in fully alignment with God. That's the transcendence. That's the seventh of the, we have 7 human types, we have 5 human designs, we have 3 types of people. We have the Hylax, who are more material, holistic focus, and we have the Psyches of the Gnosis, who are philosophers, but they have to stay within the establishment. And then you have those who take it to the next level, who takes for granted that I am God, you are God, we are God, and that the God you really want to not worship, but the realization that is your higher self. I'd love to see those tattoos break. So this is interesting, yeah. I get carried away when I talk about this, because it's like, oh, alchemy. Okay, let's dig. So let's move on. I'll do entire enchilada. I have a few clients now who, but you are going to get different information depending on where you are. If you want me to measure your vibrations, just ask. If you want me to, there are certain things. I will talk a little bit more about that later. Okay, so I can measure it by simply just asking you a few questions, and also sometimes for me it's easier to look in people's chart. Okay, so let's see what you have under Mercury. Right, what does Shane need to know under Mercury right now? So remember, because your donations are this generous, please send me an email. If you want to know more about these things, if you want me to have a look at your chart and these things, I will send you a separate mail or a video that is for your eyes to see only. If you want to share it with your friends, no problem, but it's your private video, okay? Wow, another butterflies, another butterfly. So, La Princesa de la Primavera. This is the Page of Wands. And Mariposa Monarca. This is Monarch. Monarch, be a little bit careful. Be a little bit careful, because the Monarch programming is an actually form of MK Ultra programming. So you need to be a little bit cautious, because it's a bigger deal in the US than, let's say, well, depending on where you live. Okay, MK, the Monarch programming is not just in a secret place, you know, by CIA, blah blah blah. You know, it's kind of all over the place. If you are following celebrities, if you are hooked on reading about celebrities and how they do their hair, how they live their style, you are dimming your own magnificence. You know, you're dimming your own star, because we are all stars, equal stars. Thank you so much. So this is your card. This is a reminder that your value is no less than the Kardashians, Jolie, the Prince, you know, all these so-called blue bloods. By the way, the Hollywood elite are distant cousins of Queen Elizabeth and all these people. And one thing that you will note is that they have residence. So the story about white people, well, one thing is that, well, these are things I want to talk a little bit more about in private, you know. And anyway, there is no such thing as white supremacy. And there is no such things that, if, like Dr. Valentine says, that all people who are all black, they are even better than the white, and the white looks like pigs. This kind of speeches, I go beyond the word hate, because this is separation consciousness. So we are one unit, each and every puzzle. All of you are important to create the entirety of the puzzle. And in this message here for Shaylee says that you are an monarch. You just need to wake up and remember that. Never dim your light for others. Never put anyone on a pedestal, because you are on an equal level as anyone else. There is no one who are more important to the goddess or the great spirit. Just because they have fame and fortune does not make them important. They suffer equally as someone else. They are equally jealous. They piss, they shit, they fart, they burp. And why are they special? Well, in reality, many of them are being used. So in that sense, we do have more freedom to walk the streets without being, because being a celebrity, having thousands of eyes watching you, you want to have the Hamza with the eye in there, you know. Allegorically, you want to be the Hamza. And so this is about you remembering that you are the monarch already. All you have to do is to remember that. I cannot distress, or how do you say that? I forget that word. I cannot point that out enough. All of you are important. If you think you do not deserve anything like the rich and the famous do, you know, you think you are less? Well, let me tell you this. If I take that piece of the puzzle, which is you, I will have a hole in my puzzle. Just because the colors in this piece of the puzzle is less than the puzzle up here, it doesn't matter what color we are or what status we are. You are a piece of a puzzle, and your importance is as great as anyone else. So again, never dim your light. You are the star. You are here, the princess de la primavera, the princess of spring. Okay. So speak, walk, and being in between here. The Tibetan Book of the Dead would say, stay away of the in between. Well, that's another thing, that you want to be in between the pillar light, the boas and the bikini. You want to be in the middle. You want to go the golden path, which is being neutral. Do not label anything because that is the trap. The trap is hidden within the language. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look at your Venus. So Venus, guys, that is how we love. Okay, that is how we, as a feminine, that's how we understand our femininity, and that goes for guys too. If you have a very Piscean, me, I have Venus in Virgo, so I would be like, oh, is it, oh, there's a spot there, you know, I would be extremely critical, so forth. So Venus is how we love. Venus is also what kind of love. How you love yourself is how the love, you know, what kind of love you give to yourself, because you are the universe, and the love you also bring outwards and inwards is the love you're also going to receive. This is the big, if people here on this channel understood that, oh, there is no contact, external source there, well, ask yourself this question: how do you love yourself? Right? How much do you love yourself? And do you think that you are unworthy of love somehow? If that is something very subtle within your soul, that's exactly what you're going to attract. Someone who will value you less, and take your love for granted. So here you have Four of Cups. And for me, just like Aleister Crowley, Four of Cups, he considered Four of Cups to be abundance. We are so abundant that we are starting to fertilize things that, I have so much. And we, you know, breathing, that's something we take for granted, right? As long as it's good, at some point someone will remove a lung from you and you will be like, oh. So I don't know if you catched up on one of my videos, if you scroll down and you find the story about the apple tree. I think that was a Gemini read that I explained very clearly what the situation about the apple tree and about what Four of Cups really is about. It's something that we have so much of it. We give so much about that at some point it will be taken for granted. And you're like, you know, I'm full, not to be disrespectful necessarily, but I'm full. And all of a sudden you are full so much, you have so much that at some point you might lose an opportunity when it's reversed. It's showing up in reverse. However, I've chosen to read them as they are. Turtle also represents abundance, right? It can represent boredom, and also, as you see here, it's very shielded. So when it gets into trouble or when it's uncomfortable, it could simply withdraw, just like the Cancerian energy, which they are hermits. And so now, okay, the world outside there is a little bit too much. I'm going to go inside my comfort zone. So this one challenges you to walk a little bit outside your comfort zone. Learns you how to not take things for granted. My fridge is always filled with, you know, cherry Coke, tastes kind of good, you know. I take that for granted. What we really take for granted is water in my country. All we have to do is to go to the kitchen and do this, and the water is flowing. When I come here, I have to buy the water piece on a bottle. At least I can afford that water, right? But I take that water for granted, just like I take breathing for granted. At some point, we are also taking our health for granted. We take our vision for granted. We are taking the fact that we can walk for granted. Until that day, we end up in an accident. We lose one leg, or we lose the one we love. So this is about fatality. In the beginning, that song is so beautiful. 10 years after, you cannot stand that song because the foundation of the song is not stable enough to last forever. And like Beethoven is sustainable. But some of those cheesy 90s music or what can I say? I don't know, I don't have any example. There are some songs that they are fun for 1 month, and then you want to kill the people who play that song for you, right? So that is fatality in philosophy class, when there is too much of something and then we take it for granted. And that's why this is about gratitude consciousness. We always need to be in the consciousness of gratitude or gratifications, that oh my God, every day I'm so lucky I have my eyesight. I'm so lucky, I'm so happy because I can hear. I'm so lucky because I have, you should check my tarot collections, by the way. I'm so lucky because, I might not look like Angelina Jolie, but I can do this and this and this and this and this and this. There can only be one Raven, right? So the more positivity you send out there, this person will only get those 4 of Cups. Actually, he refuses a new one coming in, which was the opportunity for him to build 10 of Cups, to become the King of Cups, to become the Emperor, to become the Hierophant. Because he's into this energy of sloth, or I have so much I really don't need. And I have to admit, guys, I know a lot about that, taking things for granted. But I'm also very grateful for the things. Every day I remember saying thank you for this day, thank you. I never ever one single day have I taken for granted. When I sit here, someone are actually going to pay me for the work I've done for free for, I don't know, 30 years. Told you, Stark. That's why I wanted to, me and Stark, we talked a little bit about business because my progressive sun have now moved into Capricorn. And so I said to Stark, mine now, it left Sagittarius. So it's time now I will have my last journey. Not lost, I will always travel. I'm a Romani on my father's side, like the Gitano, the gypsies. I will never stop with cards, I think, or travel. But now it's time to create abundance from the knowledge and everything we have gathered, those 4 cups. At some point, the knowledge you possess, Shaylee, is going to be really valuable one day when you decide that, if I have a workshop now, I brought with me from Bangkok now, that Capricorn, and I brought with me from Bangkok almost 10 stacks of tarot deck. Like this size, not these crazy, but this size, cost me very little. Basically, I can put up a workshop because of the knowledge I possess. Let's just say it like that, with the correct mentality. Chasing a job versus being the job are 2 different things. 4 of Cups, it's so much to that card than loss of an opportunity, accumulation of energies, and boredom, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's the superficial exoteric surface of the card. In reality, there's so much more to the card when we see them from an esoteric point of view. You seem to get these things pretty quick, Shaylee. So yeah, we're going to pull a few more cards, and then I'm going to give space for the freebies. And please send me an email. And if you want to know more about these things, if you give me your birth date, or you give me you send me a screenshot of your birth chart, I will be able to provide you a little bit more about the information, like progressive and all these kinds of things. Okay, so here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How you fight in this energy now? You're affected by Ace of Cups, which is actually how I want to read. This is peace. You know, I just want peace. This is peace and love. New peace, new love coming in. Let's take action. Let's make love. Let's follow up that cup with peyote and dress up. You know, it's a little bit of a hippie energy in this one. This is take action. Well, let's take action by giving someone a peace offering. So, as you can see here, all this is abundance as well. So in your cards here, what I see is that you do in fact possess a lot of abundance. I don't know anything private about you and how you currently live your life. If you live in because that I'm not tapping into those energy. If you live under horrific, you know, no matter what is, you're always abundant and you always have access to that abundance. But what I get here with this monarch programming, that it's a reminder that we're all programmed into thinking that we do not have access to the same source of water that those up there, the elite. Guess what, guys? You are the elite. The elite are no one. They are just some humans, and they happen to possess more paper than we do. They are not smarter. They are not more beautiful. It's just that they have practiced. You know, if you see a guy in the street and he plays this beautiful string instrument that you have never seen before, and it's so impressive. Well, it's impressive because done that. It comes from a family. They specialized in doing this in generations. Needless to say that you can also learn how to do that, but baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. Exactly, Shaylee. And if you want to, I'll bring that up to you because I've told you before, I am, okay, that's the root chakra. So the things I tell you guys to share, that goes for all of you. I am. So let's take a look at your chakras and see what I am, because there is a follow-up to I am, because the I am is connected to the root chakra alone, single, right? So let's have a look and see. I'm going to use the good of, you know, I do have a upload new decks, but don't tap my daddy. Actually, it is thanks to you guys I can sometimes give myself a new couple of tarot deck, because if I'm going to sit and stare at the same pictures all over again, there you go with the Four of Cups there. Oh my god, there goes this picture again. When I put the cards away and leave them alone for a couple of years, I'm like going back to the lugar I have here in another day. I'm going to be like, whoa! The cards will be like new again, you know? So let's have a look at your eye, Shaylee. So this thing, I am, it's related to I am that, because we wonder, who is God? Well, God will answer, because God is everything. God is Goddess, Shiva Shakti. I am that. That I am which literally can be translated in the Vedic or scriptures or Sanskrit as Soham, I am that I am. They would say that that's Amen, Amen, which is also So is it corrupted? Well, yes and no. Many can tell you the meaning of a word, but I have one client now. I'm going to teach quantum language, and I do see a few people do quantum language here. I can decipher your name, I can decipher things you channel, things you think you say, by using common sense, and then you will see that literally what we do walk around and say with the modern kind of vocabulary that we use, and the reason we manifest lower vibration entity, and that we are constantly opening tunnels or portals into lower vibrational worlds. The reason is the language, because it's the semantics, it's cymatics and cymatics. We are living antennas. We emit frequencies and we attract frequencies. We are electromagnetism, which creates this energy, also known as the torus field. And you can literally see that in an apple. The torus field is not two-dimensional, it goes in all directions. And this is electromagnetism. Which one is the strongest? Well, according to my sources, it's the magnetism. That's why you do not want to hunt for love. You attract by being love. Hello there, everyone. Okay, so let's have a look at your 7 chakras, shall we? I just want to have a look. Pick one planet, Shaylee. You can pick either, from Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, or Vulcan, or Nibiru. Can you pick one of those planets for me, please? Namaste, everyone. We are currently on a VIP read. So VIP reads, they get a little bit more time and more cards. But yeah, Shelley, I hope you understand that. Send me the mail and I'll send you, guys, those of you, Stark, you're one of those who got a private read sent to you. Sometimes they are very long because I love my work, and you can just take a break and you can take notes, and when you understand the language, the sandwich and the sandwich of what I'm trying to tell you, a whole other world is going to open itself for you. And so some out there need to be prepared for the red carpet rolling out there. So pick one, Shaylee. Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, or Nibiru. Good choice. I was kind of hoping you would Saturn. You know Saturn, so Saturn is Kali. It's Lord of the Rings, literally, because there is a ring surrounding it, okay? Saturn rules time. Saturn is Sunidev, also known as Shani in the Vedic literature. That's why we call it the Saturn matrix. A teacher it's also known as chronos because we are moving, we think or we perceive time. So when the Native American Indians, the indigenous people of the United States or Americas, when someone dies, they say, now our person have stepped out of time. Okay? And Saturn is our teacher, it's Kali, it's in fact our Saturn, Satnam, Satan, Shaitan. Sat meaning saturated, is the low vibrational energy which is in this matrix, makes everything appear as dense. Yeah, I'm gonna start really, but I'm going to need a computer, so please keep donating, guys, because I will be able to send, and for those of you who are members or been members of this channel for a long time, I want to provide you with this material as much as possible for free, because it's extremely important for me now that as many of you now wake up and understand that I'm not your teacher. I'm a raven. I have something in my mouth, which is information which someone else gave to me, and my mission is to give it to you. So the work done so far is good, so far so good, but we want to improve this work because enough about that now. Let's see what kind of energies Saturn wants to display for Shaylee. What is it that Shaylee needs to see through Saturn? Saturn, well, it's an obstacle planet, creates obstacles. Also our teacher, where things go wrong. The Saturn and Moon together, they create an illusion where the Sun is the projector and the Earth is like the screen, so this goes pretty deep. About going deep. He looks so lumpy, but he's so beautiful and cute. I can't help myself but falling in love with that thing. And so on the back of the deck here, you also have the Princess of Summer. The Summer Princess, the deer, La Sierra. Okay, so what you need when it comes to obstacle in life, I love this energy you have. Cinco de Otoño. So the issue here is that there is a mind game going on here. It's Five of Swords, okay? Someone here are playing mind games. These cards are very interesting because they mix water with fire and mind and all these kinds of things. So what I get here, when you have a look at this one, El Manati, I can't remember even the Norwegian word for this animal. I've barely seen him, but he looks like a hippo, the hippo of the ocean. And see how resilient he is. Although Saturn is here, I'm still in the flow of water. Okay, so what is the obstacle in water? Well, that could be a very strong stream. Or in the bottom of the water and there is a tsunami at stake because of the tectonic plates are doing this, then well, you're in for a ride. Let's put it like that. Water are much stronger than, let's say, a rock in many senses, that over time you put the mountain here and it has this shape, and at some point water will transform the rock like this rock. I found it in Laos, and I was like, what on earth, how can water do this to a rock? So here you are, Shaylee. Saturn is a rock, you know, is the black rock. Literally, it's the Black Rock company that basically owns planet Earth. Another conspiracy thing, no, they literally own almost everything. It's a big mafia thing going on along here with Vatican and with the barbarians and, you know, all that stuff. It's part of the reality where we literally we close our eyes, you know. But if you look closer, she also had her eyes open, because this one is generated, the pineal gland, Pinocchio, pine, occhio, or eye, pine cone, the eye of the pine cone. So this shows to me that whatever you are going through right now, you are extremely resilient, and because of your mentality, the way you do things, the way you think, the way you perceive things, shows to me that okay, Saturn is kicking my ass right now. But like yesterday, I was like, should I go to the hospital because I don't feel really good right now, or should I go through this entire day in pain? Turns out that okay, I was starting to panic, okay, because there's no signal, okay, take a step back. Right now there is no crisis. I went to Matsya and I had some salad, and I literally read the tarot cards that this day is going to be great. So I thought, okay, I think I'll go and talk to the hospital. Why is my back like this and this, and how I feel? And turns out it was the right thing to do. What did I do first? Well, I acknowledged that okay, this is the situation and these are the limitations. This is where Saturn is saying red light. This is, you know, but it's no harm, there is no shame in asking for help. So I went to that restaurant, I had some food, I talked to the guy there who happened to be from India, and I said, can you please help me out with a taxi? I said, no problem, because my phone isn't working outside this zone. What do you know? Nice taxi. What do you know? I got the help I needed, and the day ended up in Torrevieja just beautiful because of my own attitude, resilience. So my name Mali means flower, or jasmine flower in Thailand. So there I'm a flower. Okay, I smell good. Bovali, or in Hindi, it means gardener, someone who likes to, you know, a gardener, fix flowers and shit like that, which is also true. In the country of Mali, Mali means hippo, and that's also true. They are big, they look like this, they look very cute in their own strange sense, but if you see one, run. You have the aquatic version, which is emotions flowing just beautifully, when okay, that's not a problem. It's a challenge, yeah, but it's not a problem. I removed the word problem long time ago from my vocabulary, so you know. Okay, move on and check your chakra, Shaylee. What is it that Shaylee needs to know in regards to her chakras? I'm in the zone when I talk about these things. I can talk all night about alchemy. My God. Okay. Okay, so we are putting up 2 more spreads, and then I do the follow-up on email. You promised me Because there are some people who have not sent me an email, and I'm like, where are you, dude? You know. So I'll see if I can create a better system for that. So Shelly, what is it that Shelly need to know due to her chakras? And we were on the I am, okay? So this is where you could need maybe some work. Show me I am. Show me I am for Shelly. Great Spirit, show me I am. Show me I am. Show me I am for Shelly. Show me I am. Show me I am. What is it that Shelly needs to know regarding I am? Show me the roots. Show me the roots. Show me the roots. Okay, so you still have 5 of Swords twice now. So the first thing that's come to me here, sorry, Polypelli, so I'm dangerous. You know, don't you dare play mind games with me, honey, because I know how to play chess with my mind. Okay, I am dangerous. I take that as a compliment. Your legal name is Novella. I would have a look at that. I'll take the. I never been to Varanasi, AB, but I have kind of a bucket list where I go there and say hello to my brothers there, the Babas that eat people and shit. Literally. No, I've not been to Varanasi, but I'm sure I want to see it one day. It's a favorite ancient city. Okay, so I am dangerous. So you have 5 of Swords. Okay, on the root you also have 5 of Swords, Saturn. So there could be some overthinking here. It could be some kind of defeat. Something here is in the way for you to nourish roots. The snake there and the scorpion, all the bugs, the worms, that the tiny mini shayhuluds that break down poop so the roots can get nourished. It's not getting enough nourishment. So I am, well, I am nourishment, and by letting go of certain things that you might overthink and being in between, not too many limits, not too few limits, setting straight limits and be authentic is what I get. Nourish your soul. I am nourishment. I am abundant. Because if you keep a plant in the house, and people get a bonsai tree, or not really, but a small tree, nourish it and let it reflect you. Okay? So what we think is stinking and dirty and disgusting, like poop, that's food for the tree. Tomato plant, where we eat the tomato plants. Oh. Okay. I would love to see that chart, by the way. Hello, Kaiser. Namaste. I would love to see that chart. Yeah, I can see that. Don't mind actually. Okay, we're going to move on to chakra, which is I create. Okay, that's the sacral. Show me, Shelly's I create. Show me what I create, Shelly. Show me what I create, Shelly, sacral chakra. Show me what she creates. Show me what we create. Show me, Great Spirit, show me the second chakra. I create. Creator, show me what, show me the fertility, show me I create. One here, judgment. So, in a sense, sometimes you judge people without really thinking about it, a little bit harsh. Then you go back and then you might carry some guilt about it. That's something we all tend to do in that stage where, you know, I am wise, I'm abundant, I'm intelligent, my chart is like this, I have you know, accomplished all these things, and look at them. Why do they just sit there and do nothing? I have captured myself in doing such things many times. There could also be a fear of being judged here, like a subtle fear that which you are not aware of. Now I create judgment. This is a warning for you to, this is actually a training for you where you go into the mind, watch the movie Samhadi. Again, sam meaning poison, samhadi is the essence of poison. Samsara meaning the poison of the mind. You can look in any dictionary and will not understand how did Raven find out that. Well, that's because we have a brain on our own. We don't necessarily always need books. Now, this card here says that for your creation, in order for you to improve what you create, your creativity, your fertility, and as a creator, is to unlearn everything, reboot your system, be like a baby. I do not know anything at all, and then try not to label anything, but meet everything with positive heart and a mind which is light as a feather. Very good. Welcome to the channel, Ved, Patil, and Kaiser. Like I recently mentioned, I do some short reads that I upload also. You can feel free to, you know, there could be a 5-minute session about Capricorn or something in that degree. Make them small because the algorithms are not on my side regarding my videos. You are active on my channel and you are checking out, okay, this is about my zodiac sign, and you can ask me a specific question there, one question, and I can do the very best what I can to actually, because I realize that, okay, there are general reads, but there is actually more space there also for you to get an answer by simply tapping directly into the zodiac signs I upload, which are about 5 to 10 minutes, and say, hey, can you check the relationship with my mother? And I can take a little bit of time and say, on if there is enough interest on the expansions there, and I might be capable of doing exactly that for a period, for some period ahead now this summer. So if you do not get free read, because it's difficult to get a free read, it's like playing the lottery now. We do not really have a list. It's about, okay, I see there is one girl here called Marita, Alana, Shaylee. These people are active on my channel, but we also welcome new subscribers. Also important for me to see that, okay, if you only come here to get a free spread and then you're gone again, then I'm going to prioritize those who are actually active on my channel, who contribute and to build, because this channel is important in that sense that we give out knowledge which is not sugar coated. We're talking, we are together, we are expanding, we are working on waking all of us up into the truth who we truly are. Okay? And so there are many channels out there who are doing the same thing, but there are also many tarot channels out there where you have to pay $44 to get one question. And the answer will be like yes or no or blah, 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 blah. Because this is a simple girl. She could be 25 or less. I think she's a wonderful girl. But the thing is here that just because someone have hundreds of followers, it does not mean that their product is better. It simply means that the algorithm, or have maybe a brother who happened to be a computer expert, or they happen to appeal to a lot of people on that specific age, or appeal to that specific frequency. Okay. So if you read here, you're lucky for now, because obviously nothing lasts forever in this time-space continuum. Okay, so let's move on to your third chakra, Shaylee. I have to apologize, guys, if I digress a little bit, because I wasn't really going to give out. I was like, will I do this today, or should I do this today, you know? But I chose, okay, let's do a couple of hours, just a little bit, to see how it goes, that the connection is good, and then next week I think we are bon goss again, as we say. So let's check your solar plexus. Let's check your solar plexus. So solar plexus is, how do I take action? You know, this is where the ego dwells. This is where many souls stop within the ego. I want money, I want, oh, everyone, look at me. Okay, it's also taking action. You find a lot of business people here, you find a lot of celebrities here. So I create, and how do you take action? So you can get a product, or etc, etc. Okay. You have 4 of coins again. So you have 4 3 times now. So your roots are very beautiful. They are, I see them in earth, stable. It takes a lot to knock you down, Shaylee. Exactly. This is why we don't judge a book by its cover. Usually, many people like to judge me. But I'm saying, you know, if you're going to judge me based on the fact that I like black and the head of a dead raven with a rune on, well, we are here, guys, to wake from a dream. That's why we are here. And so we're also here to bring light into the darkness. The darkness is the absence of knowledge. To be eliminated, that is to get knowledge and wisdom. However, what very few people know is that a lot of the traps that keep us in this malkuth, something bad, is the land witch, the sand witch, and the sea witch. Okay, so we say Ilu. Why is it an ill thing to be illuminated? Lu, which is light. Now in this case, you have 4 of coins. Twice. So I take action. I am a little bit of an overthinker, maybe. Don't you dare play games with me. I judge myself. I create judgments based on perhaps too much overthinking. But here, in the solar plexus, 4 of coins. There are roots there. It's like some pieces of the roots have been a little bit damaged by someone running around their life. However, the tree heals itself. So as you can see, it is crumbling around this armadillo here. Armageddon, armadillo. This is the solar plexus here. I will protect you. This is protection. So I don't know if you find yourself very often protect your stomach like this. This is people who sometimes can feel insecure. I don't see you being insecure, to be honest, because this is coming out as, you know, I'm great. I have, you know, I'm awesome. I take action. I want to create something. Unfortunately, I might overthink a little bit. I create judgment. By uncreating judgment is stop labeling things as this or that. Good, bad, heavy, strong. How long is a fish? Things are just this and that. I take action by protecting my identity, and by creating or by taking action, by forming a foundation. Talking about foundations, dark. Dan, Norway means day. An means sky. And El means God, which is apparently to someone a reference to Saturn. It's a vibration. So you can look up what does Daniel mean, you will see something different if you ask me what your name really means. I've done a very special research on that one. Everyone will ask you, what does Nora mean, which is my first name? Well, Norea means fire. If I went to Morocco and they said, oh, Nora is a Moroccan. And he pointed on a lamp and I said, oh my God, my name means lamp. How cool is that? Well, it means light. Do some research. And I found out it means no light. It refers to the moon. So the aesthetic, also alternative variation of Nora is moonlight or fire. No fire, you know. So if you send me an email and you also want the true meaning of your name, not just that Kjetil in Norwegian means a helm. But sometimes I can pick many words and find the real meaning of what you're talking about. No, I'm currently on. We will finish this this chakra reading, Shaylee. Then you promise me to send your email, and I'll return to you a follow-up, okay? Because all the follow-ups that I like to do the previous the week that was will be done upcoming week, okay? Woo! Yes, that's our sisters and brothers in Canada and USA. So if you know Swedish, you know Norwegian. If you know Swedish and Norwegian, you also know Danish. And so that means I can speak 5 languages. Okay, so we are going to have a look at your heart. So what I get here, a message for you, Shirley, is that you take a few steps back, close your eyes and go into the 4 of Swords. And you need to, I also see that there is a need here. I see that you need the Hermit. So if you send me the chart, finish, progressive, transits and all that, you can find out a few things. If you're born after 1987, guys, you have indigo aura, and it's fully developed, I think, after 2000, I think. Show me the heart, show me the anahata, Shali, show me the anahata of Shali, show me the anahata of Shali. Show me love, 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 show me love. So even though, guys, it's not a general read, you will learn a lot about the things I say. So anahata is the color green. Okay. The mantra translated to English of anahata, which is the heart chakra, is I love. So I am, I create, I take action, I love. So this is about developing the lotus petal say. I'm a chakra expert, but I know what's necessary. What's necessary, okay. So your heart is broken. Wow, what a shock. Daniel is in jail and your heart is broken. Mm-hmm. So I am overthinking this. I could be a little bit judging and creating harsh judgments, which I might project onto situations and peoples where I also create labels. But I project my identity, my ego, the one I see or perceive as myself, the illusion of the self, which is presented by ego, the mask, the persona, the one we think we are, which is connected to our, our budget, our status, our name, our mama, where we come from, all these things. Now it is upright, so it's a positive thing that you are here showing me that you are standing tall like the willow tree. When the storm is too much heavy for you, you just stand. The stubborn tree that looks so harsh, it will crack when the storm is too rough. Now heart is I love, but it's broken. So in this case, the heart says, I am now harnessing. I am now being carbonized. I am now carbonizing my heart so it can turn into pure crystal. So basically, when we work with clay, we smash it, we smash it, we smash it to get out the bubbles. In order to create a diamond, it takes a lot of high pressure over millions and millions of years to get something so hard that we can literally use it to dig a hole in earth and look for oil. Your heart is broken. And so that means that right now it's full of it's a burden there, it's clutter there, right? But when you can understand and overstand and see that the beauty of this here, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's a story attached to this. Just like I told you, that in my story, there is an evil stepmom. I'm Maleficent in my story, and there is an evil stepmom who portrays her as Maria, the mother of Jesus, while I am Shaitan, Lucifer, the morning star, all of that, which in reality is a big contradiction. Because we are judged by the surface. It is AB. It is AB because I saw my sidereal chart where I'm Gemini, Libra, and I was like, hello, and Aquarian in both the charts. I was like, hello, I'm an air sign? So and they both complete each other, like yin and yang, like the sun and the moon. And so trying to understand human, that is very, very difficult because we are so complex. And what most people do not know is that this is one unit, while a plant would be 2 units, allegorically. A small animal like an insect would be maybe 3 units. More advanced animal would be 4 units, etc., etc. In that case, we would be 5 units. Someone who are great, famous, they will have help from, in the Tibetans, there is a name for this entity. But there is an entity who's got 1 or 2 more extra units that they can help you on your way. You can actually summon this entity. The Christians will say, oh, that's probably a demon, just like Azazel. He's a demon because he taught us hidden knowledge. He showed us something. He showed us, just like Prometheus, he gave fire to humanity. And it was not just literal fire. He gave illumination to us, knowledge and wisdom. And for this, the great god Zeus punished him by tying him up to a mountain and getting his liver ripped out every day, and then it will grow out again until Hercules comes. So when we are reading the Greater Arcana, the Fool is actually Hercules in so many ways. Anyway, so let's have a look at your speech. I speak into reality. My speech is, when we speak, we are casting spells. That's why it's very dangerous for you to throw mantras at people, because you are in fact actually doing a curse, and that curse will return to you. This is not a joke. If you want to be a witch and you want to do real witchcraft, you need to know that many out there are performing black magic all the time without acknowledging it, because cymatics is literally impacting matter. I've literally seen sound so loud affecting something fluid, that the fluid would move around from the sound, and it was started to move around like it came alive. It looked like something that it started to walk around and move like a golem or something. It was very interesting. So the sound, we are constantly being bombarded by sound, so we need to protect ourselves and all be able to neutralize that sound or frequencies. And the frequencies, they can deconstruct your crystallization of who you are, your perfectly organized light body, mental body, earth body, fire body, so forth and so forth. We can destroy that by sound. And needless to say, that certain sounds, like you slam the horn in your car, wow, all the crystallization and all the balance that you're currently in, which is the high priestess, will be clattered, and you will be like, fuck, you know. And so that's the first reaction. How you can feed that dark wolf and say, fuck, 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 he did this the rest of the day, or you can capture yourself back in again, because it was a first attack, right? And using sound, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Bole, Namah Shivaya, Om Ishvara Shiva, Om Ishvara, Hara Hara Bole, Namah Shivaya. So The mantra versus mantram are two opposing forces. One is destroying, one is building, one is deactivating or deconstructing, while the other one is organizing. Now let's see how Shaylee is using her sound. It's on, you can find it on YouTube, by the way. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Har Har Bole Namah Shivaya, Om Vishvara Shiva, Om Vishvara, Har Bole Namah Shivaya. So, how to find out that the pronunciation is correct versus incorrect? You can go to Guru, and the Guru in India will tell you, no, you cannot say it like that. Well, I traveled to South India in Kerala, and I learned the difference between, also by reading a book by Wayne Dyer, the difference between a vowel, which is a portal where we send out, where we emit, like electricity, we create, the thunder god, you know, like Thor, you know, by when he hits the hammer in the ground like this, that's the consonants, something constant, consonants. The consonants are rhythms that roots your creation into earth, and that is the aum, the So the pyramid, is sending out a creation based on your vibration. The which is literally a bridge between spirit and matter, Shiva, Shakti, Shiva, Kali, with matter, water. Well, the water is the bridge in the between, which is, you know, when we come from spirit into this world of matter, through water. By the way, when I'm talking like this, it's knowledge, but I also channel because I'm kind of obsessed with this shit. Obsessed much. You can protect yourself by affirming this. I am protect, I trust Shiva, I put my, you know, whatever you believe in, whatever, you know, Lord Shiva, for me, the sound shh is also the sound of the serpent. And the sound shh is also the sound of, you know, Shi is something ascension, is creation, Shiva. So the vibration of the word, we can say Shiva and still create a low frequency by saying Shiva, Shiva, you know, by putting aggression into the word, and that creates the word negative. So if you can say Shiva, which is spirit, the father, Shiva, you know, so Shiva is the universe, it's the all, as an allegory. I'm not telling you that this is the truth, I'm telling you this is what I've been shown, this is what I know. So far tomorrow I might change my mind and say no, I was wrong. Kali, Ka meaning mouth, Kaba meaning body, Kabbalah, you know, Allah, Allah, all these things. Kali, which is shaped like a vesica Pisces, that is an opening. So when we create something, we visualize it. You know, first we need to be rooted. Then we visualize it, we feel it, we take action. We could be literally saying ah, and in the evening because the sound, this tastes good. This is the crystallization of the energies that you create. So what you speak is something you speak from Shiva into Kali into matter, from spirit into matter. Matter, maritime law. Mar, la mar, el mar, the ocean. The ocean is the rainbow bridge between the two worlds. The ocean, the water, is the answer. You can find that the water is literally liquid crystal. You can destroy it by creating negative vibrations and take your glass of water off and say you suck, or you can embrace your cup of water with love, and you will see that water will crystallize itself into something beautiful. In this case, she have Four of Cups. That is Four of Cups twice. That is Five of Swords twice. So in this case, Shaylee have a lot of mind which needs balancing, and we can do that with yoga, you know. And how do we balance the mind? Well, we start to focus. Do we focus on? Well, in order to stay alive, the first thing we do when we enter this world out from the mouth, we breathe. Yes. So, Four of Cups, I speak into matter, you know. This is sound. This is the sound you emit. And this has got a lot of emotions attached to it. So, your speech is powerful. Exactly what the prom has to do with it. That's something. What I find interesting here is that the prom looks exactly like Ouroboros, Ouroboros. I never get that word correct. The snake that bites its own tail. A completion. It's also connected to water. Four of Cups here. Again, I speak abundance into matter. Your voice is beautiful. I suspect you have a beautiful voice. And I suspect that you can seduce a rock into falling in love with you by simply talking. Speech is also powerful. I don't need ears to know. Mina Hill, the reason that there is a long waiting time, that's because I'm donated to the channel, and that's called a VIP read. So read the rules, all right? So we are going to put up 2 more cards for you, Shaylee, and your follow-up is, that's why we do follow-ups. Here we are. Here you have the chance that, okay, we have a dynamic, you know, you can give me feedback, which will also be possible doing that on WhatsApp. However, I found out that making appointments like on WhatsApp, it's not so easy because we are in different time columns. So I see. The third eye is I see. What do you see, Shaylee? What does Shaylee see? What is it that you see? This card is so beautiful. I want to cry when I see this little turtle. Turtle is also abundance, but this is I do not see, because there is something here. First of all, your pineal is calcified. It's being calcified by fluoride in the water. It's being calcified by using fluoride in toothpaste. It's being calcified by by frequencies, is being calcified by many things in general, and so your pineal gland needs to be calcified, decalcified, and you can read about how to do that, because my sources are not necessarily better than yours. My pineal gland is also calcified, but lately I have been able to transmute that energy by certain breathing techniques, and for some reason I'm now able to download directly from the Akashic archive. But there is something regarding that. So you can, to give you an answer how to download from the Akashic archive, please remind me of that question, write it down, and I will tell you why the Akashic archive is what we channel, and why the information is a little bit different, because it comes from different angels, in reality angels, because we get the download, but it's being filtered from the very construction of your blueprints. That's why what we say is coming up is a little bit different from depending on who is the channeler. That does not mean to say that, oh, he's wrong because he said it like this, and she's wrong, they say things differently, or they focus on different things. Well, that's because cats, they say meow, and dogs, they say woof. When the cats say I love you, it say meow. When the dogs say I love you, it says woof. But they both channel the same energy of love. So if you want to know more about how to decalcify, or to know more about the pineal gland, because here I see that it's locked, but you do see all the time. However, you've been trained into thinking that you are asleep. So if you think you are asleep, in reality, you're not sleeping. It's a contradiction. Everything is a contradiction. Okay, I'll give you the last card for today. Send me the mail and I'll give you a follow-up. Okay? This is going really deep. Yeah, you probably have also been in the halls of Amenti. You've also been in Shambhala and Valhalla. Have you noticed those names are a little very similar? So there are different energy points of Earth. You have an Earth version, or a physical construct of these worlds, but it's also a state of mind. So when you are in the Shambhala, or when you are in Valhalla, when you're walking up Jacob's ladder, that's literally the serpent coiling up through your spinal column. Up to the Golgotha, the skull, the head, heaven. So that's alchemy, guys. The halls of Amenti and Shambhala, Nirvana, Samhari, all these bodies, it's a state of mind. It's inside of you. It's a chemical process based on your understanding, your knowledge, your understanding and overstanding. It is basically you waking up to the Jacob's ladder. The snake finally fuses itself with the higher self. Thou shalt not have any other gods than me, because I'm a jealous God. I'm a free God. Well, that's Yahweh. In Norway we say Yavel, which is Yahweh, but also very similar word is Yavel, which is literally meaning like a demonic entity. It's a swearing word. So Yahweh, also from known as Enlil, the brother of Enki, the son of Anu, we cannot say for sure. Again, my sources say it's a tribal god, and something tells me that they actually are the same god. Baal and Yahweh are basically the same god, portraying themselves differently. One is like the goat, the other one is the bull. We are talking about two specific areas, the area of the bull and the area of the goat. One is pacifistic, like Cain was a pacifist. He was driven into slaying Abel because of his arrogance. So it's not an excuse. But the whole point here, for you being here, is to confuse you so much and to keep your attention external of you, into thinking that God is something outside of you, when in reality, you are God. And the point here for you to crawl up this ladder is for the serpent to meet the eagle on top, the eye of Horus, which is on top of the tree. We also have that in Norrøna mythology, the tree of life called Yggdrasil. On top of that, there is a falcon, like Horus, like the whorehouse. House of Horus. Fuck me sideways. They meet, and when they are fused, you have the winged feathered serpent, also known as Quetzalcoatl. Okay, I'm scaring away people. So let's see. Let's shake your crown chakra, which is I understand. Now, okay, now I understand. I understand. Well, honey, if that is not a beautiful crown chakra, I don't know what a beautiful crown chakra is. Peacock. So you have a very strong connection directly to the source. So when you tell me you do actually, you're thinking sometimes a little bit literally, like you crystallize something down here, like I was in the halls of Amenti, or I was there as if it is a physical presence. Well, the Temple of Solomon is your body, right? And they created a temple to symbolize that. So the whole point is as above, so below, as within, so without. But the most important temple, which they are trying to distract you away from through news, television, and all kinds of shit. Every time you're out there, every time someone are taking focus by telling us all sorts of shit about them, me, this is happening to me, I'm not paying attention to you, they are actually energy thieves. Okay? And so what kind of work needs to be done here? Well, obviously, so far from there you go. You should really read Manly P. Hall, the Initiates of the Flame, and like he says that there are many priest kings walking around on earth now. They no longer carry the crown and the shepherd's staff and the whip and these things. They walk around, and you can only identify by thyself. So on the bottom of the deck here, you have the scarab, wheel of fortune. So if you want in this life to be an initiate of the flame, understand the true knowledge of alchemy, I am here, but in the end of the day, it's more important that you are here, waking up from the dream that you think you are in. There is no spoon. So yes, for Norway. Heaven is head, hell is literally your heel. We say in Norway, to the heel, in the end of our foot, we say hell. So hell in north, hell is something, it's something that goes down, and Hela is the goddess, she guards the underworld, which makes more sense, like Pluto, Hades and all this. It's a feminine force because it's portrayed as dark. But since we recently discovered that the moon is actually the masculine and the sun is the goddess, we see that at some point when they killed Tiamat in Enuma Elish, there was a shift where patriarch took over, the divine masculine took over. Not only did he do that, he suppressed the feminine, and Lilith at that point, through the Hebrew conversion of this construct, demonized the energy, the feminine energy. So in order today, when I wrote a book about the guardians of Earth, or the Earth guardians, I made a basis of success on the fact people would change their tone towards it because they thought it was a male that wrote the book. So if I want to be respected on a higher level, subconsciously we pay more attention to the voice of a male than a female when it comes to the narrative, depending on the story, of course. In the Lord of the Rings, it's Galadriel that speaks, because she's the fairy godmother. She's Maria Magdalena, and Maria, she's Isis, she's Ishtar, and all these things. She is, our mother. We listen to our mother. But in general, we are taught or instructed into obey the male. So I noted that if I publish my work in a name that is masculine, women who I know, who usually would talk to me as I was a little bit beneath them, they would speak to me as I was a little bit above them. Interesting. Nobody knows what I wrote. No one here knows the name of that book. No one knows the name, only me. It is published on Amazon. The reason I have not formalized it also or marketed it is because there are too many flaws there that I want to go in and correct. Food for thought. So you go. I'll send you the link to the book, as long as you promise me not to share with anyone on this page. It's like €4 or something. I have not getting any paid from them. I don't even know if it's anything, but it was the first step for the teachings that was given to me by someone who is not, it's not human, basically. And the key was given to after the book was written. So that is why we don't need, but we are working very hard now so we can create a new foundation, so we can upgrade this channel, so I will be able to create those books and pass this knowledge over to all of you, and as much as possible for free. You can, so when you download the book, you pay maybe $4, $5, I don't even know. Not been managed to go in, edit it, blah blah blah. But as long as you keep it a secret, that if I'm exposed, I don't care. Just, like I'm making a draft here. And this is me running very fast, and And then I look back and I see, okay, I need to improve that. I'm not happy with how I cleaned my apartment before I gave over the key, and you know, you know, it irritates me. So I do have the account and blah blah blah, but I don't get a dime for this work. So I'm going to rewrite this book, and because I was given the key, I was given 2 keys. One which is related to morphing, and the other one is basically the meaning of key of infinity. So when I publish this work, it's very possible that I have to remain hidden or be a man, basically. The name, by the way, is neutral. It's not Arabella, it's not Jim, it's neutral. So I never said in the book that I'm a man. I just channel the energy through the divine masculine, because, well, more people will receive the information in the end of the day. Oh, good God. Okay. Shirley, by the way, you also have 10 of coins here, and you have a scorpion here. So if you want to create power and balance in your life, this is Scorpio. It's the animal tarot cards. I got 2 animal tarot deck now. This is the whale. The frequency is the whale. You need to take a good look at that. They were here, and I just thought, okay, to show this. These are in the bottom of the deck. Okay, so the whale frequency is the one they keep up the vibrations of the ocean. This is their importance. Flamingo is just a bird. It happened to be one of my favorite birds. It's so elegant, and I love pink, ironically. But it is actually King of Cups. It's the Scorpion. So when you mention the Scorpio, it's right here. So what I get here, that you have a direct bridge here to the divine. You know, peacock here, very often a sun symbol. Also, this is a sun symbol. So the son of God, the goddess, the divine, Anu, Enki, Enlil, the mother, the father, and the child. All right. Okay, Charlie, that was a long one. I'm sorry, guys, I got carried away. So if you can remember this, I've time-stamped a little bit here. And you can ask me those questions where things here are in reverse. What can be done about it? If you want to know more about the initiations and things like this, just ask. I'm in no way a 33rd degree Mason, but I read stuff for 30 years now. So needless to say, I know a little bit, but all in all, like Socrates said, in reality I know that I know more than him, because he thinks he knows a lot, know that I know nothing at all. Well, it's a big ocean, and you find treasures. You find one big coffin of, one big box, coffin, whatever, chest of treasures, and you feel you have it all. In reality, the ocean is very big, isn't it? Thank you so much, Shaylee. That's so lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I had a lovely time. I mean, I love doing this, so how can I not do it? It's, I was like, I need to go to bed early today, but I want to try out my new cards, and I want to check out the seer and so forth and so forth. And then I get to talk about the things I love most. Alchemy, And that's a dangerous path, because when this energy is being corrupted, then you get people like the Vatican, which is basically, to me, that's ma, fi, ah. Okay, AB, you have been here for a long time. I love you so much, Chase. Thank you so much for your donation. This channel is going to need that because we want to upgrade our videos, and we want to upgrade our content. And I'll reveal to you my secret masculine name in the yeah, I'm a little embarrassed about that book, but it's okay. I read it and I thought, not that bad. But I'm extremely self-critical, which is the reason many of my beautiful drawings are still in a drawer, because oh my god, that finger is just supposed to stand up like this. Oh my god, the entire drawing is shit. Overcritical. So, you've been here for some time. That's so true, Shaylee. We are only human. We are only human. Thank you for emailing me, because it makes it more easier for me to if I don't get the balance when people give and I receive, the urge to balance it out. I'm very strongly right side area, like 5 placement. I'm like, oh, freaking out. Okay, so AB, you've been patient. Thank you so much. My name, Ani. I love that, like in Star Wars, like 23. My girlfriend, Shubra, not unblocking me. When she will unblock, I feel each moment I'm dying bit by bit in her memories. AB, how long is non-contact been? Okay, yeah. Meow. Okay, you just wait, meow. Like 5 minutes on AB, and then I'll come back to you. Okay? Okay, so meow have. She's also, one of our donating to the channel. So I will not be up here all night. So I think you know where I'm going with this, okay? But I'll be back as soon as I can. Let's just say we are back in business, okay? So on AB, for your patience, I will give you a Celtic cross, and just I'll just check her emotions, okay? On AB, show me. On AB, show me AB. On B, show me AB. On AB, show me AB. Person, her, his. AB, you're a man, right? I think you asked me before. Doesn't necessarily or always, but for me a little bit matters, kind of. Yes, man. Okay. So AB's person. Thank you guys. Be patient. I really apologize. Like I said, it's a short session. Gotta go to bed. Have to. Yep. This raven was hit by a murder of crows, also known as crowd strike. I thought that was a pretty cool name for a computer pandemic. All the ravens in this room had a laugh and cried a little bit because we couldn't use the ATM machine. So, Great Spirit, Om Namah Shivaya, show me what is it that AB need to know right now. Show me, Great Spirit, what is it that AB need to know right now. Show me, Spirit. Show me, Great Spirit, what is it that AB need to know right now. Show me, what is it that AB need to know right now. What are her feelings towards AB? What are her feelings? The Divine Feminine, what are her feelings, intentions? AB, show us so we can see, so we can see, show us so we can see, so we can see. Is it that AB need to know? What is it that AB need to know? Okay, so the energies that she's portraying or showing me right now is that it's repetitive. There could be some recklessness here. There is also this energy here of saying and thinking and having a kind of mentality. She might betray you, not betray, but portray. She might think or perceive you. She perceives you as someone who are being reckless and could be verbally abusive, verbally like very rude, saying things to her that she feels that you're hurting her feelings. Note that the energies can go vice versa. If you feel that no, she's the one who's always abusive with her words, then I'm not going to quarrel with you on that. But if you have a foul way, if you have a foul way of speech and you are in denial of it, just think, go back. I realized 7 years after I said something to someone that it was rude, but it was also the truth. But you know, because she had a face and her face was fake. It was like, hello, la 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 la, and I was like, you know, that stick you got up your ass, please pull it out before we speak, so we can talk real here, so we can be real. And in a sense, that's good. However, don't put a mask and insult my intelligence by portraying yourself as something else than you really are. Be your authentic self. Okay, second house, the sun. Show me the sun, energies of the sun. But there is some energies here, verbal abusiveness or foul thinking. It could be submission. There is this energies of correct thinking or stubbornness is what I get. I do not want to have a new beginning. I need to know. She looks back and felt that there is a dark attached to this with the devil here, and she feels she needed to pull out of this. She tells me that she feels that there is a chain around her neck, and I don't, you know, I want to have a relationship, but I don't want to have a chain around my neck. Now it might be that because the devil is also known as the accuser, shaitan, and so there could be some accusations here that goes vice versa here. She also shows me that emotionally there is no stability here. She's trying to transmute a lot of negative energy which accumulated itself over time into something new, into something more balanced, into something, you know, temperance, meaning måtehold in Norwegian. It's all about, you know, just because someone serves you a pie, a cherry pie, it doesn't, you know, it's quite rude if you eat entire pie, you know. So it's all about discipline, alchemical discipline, alchemy of the mind, alchemy of the soul, alchemy of the heart. And right now she's struggling with this. She is also trying to release herself, but she's coming out as a little bit stuck, and somehow I feel that she blames you a little bit here. She's afraid to step forward because then she will fall into this pit hole again. The sun here is Seth, and so the sun is dimmed. I feel that my light is dimmed around you. I feel I'm not getting proper nourishment from you, so I will not give nourishment in return. I felt out in the cold, but I feel cold. I feel that there is a lot of sun in this situationship. I feel that by removing myself from the energies that you emit, you are quite correct in your, when you perceive in that sense that she's trying to detach from you. Yes, that's exactly what she's trying to do. And she feels unloved. She's containing her energy, you know, like a real yoga, you know. The mother energy here, the holy mother, the ma, the mata, the maha, or the physical mother, or the mother within her, is now trying to break free from this by seeking divine. She does not want to stretch out her hand to give you any kind of promises or commitment. That is not here in the cards, literally. She is grieving because of this loss. She feels that this is a loss, but if I return, the cups will also fall. So there are tears into this picture. I do not want to move any further. This I do not want to return as of now, because the Varaha or the Varahi it has fallen. It's no longer here. It's not working. It's not enough fuel. I need the sun. My panel, I need sun energy in order to fix the situation that I'm in. This is death. But through this, there is knowledge here with the owl. I am going to surrender to the situation to create something new. This situation is finished. I am done. I have no wish to return. I want to follow my high star. I want to elevate myself through. There is some kind of spirituality that she's transmuting energy. She's in a transmutation process right now, and she sees the situation between the two of you as completely done. And because she have come into that acceptance where she's now containing the divine feminine, and she is here also very similar cards, temperance and star. They are both holding two cups and balancing two liquids. In this case, it's water, the Aquarian energy, and the star is a great part for her. She is going for her higher self versus something that is external of her. What is coming in for you is King of Wands. That might tell you that, you know, I choose myself. I choose a different vibration, higher calling, because I no longer want to walk around on eggshells or feel that I need to defend myself. I empty my cup. There are news coming in for you in the future where you will, there could be some kind of a consultation here. There could be someone else. Someone could move out of the blue towards you. De repente, all of a sudden, someone here wants to exchange cup with you. However, they are not ready for any kind of permanent commitment, but it's very possible that someone you love in the future will travel towards you, maybe next spring. They will tell you, I'm coming towards you, let's have something to drink, let's meet, with Two of Cups. Yeah, so here you have Sagittarius, and the Aquarius energy is there, and it's also there. She wants to follow her own star. I hope this helps, AB. Okay, thank you so much for coming, everyone, for subscribing and liking to my channel. Moi meow. All right, are you still there? There are only 3 people left. I spend a lot of time on a VIP read. It's not very often I get. Actually, I didn't expect to get. You don't need her, AB, because she's not oxygen. You need to learn that. AB, if you're in need of her, then you are telling me literally you're hunting her, you're stalking her, you need her, you hunt her with your vibrations, and if you hunt someone or something, it will run away from you, because your energies are like an octopus, like tentacles, you know. She literally feels like she's a chain around her neck. So that's not, you're approaching the situation with with decadence, with a very inappropriate attitude or perception of the manner. So basically you need to change that and understand that, and understand that you need to fuse, you need to yeah. One question. We bring that up another day. I wish you all my love, AB, and best of luck. Okay, so let's move on to Meow. Okay, my Meow, you want to have a divine guiding, right? From spirits. I hope you are okay with my new animal deck, as it was sponsored. Wasn't enough dog there, but dogs are on the way. What do you feel like? I do have one deck that's called the Good Tarot. Layla, you still there? She's still there. We have one deck that's called the Good Tarot, which I feel are very Gallican energies. For me, these are very advanced, very chemical, and they take super long time to read. Then we also have the Thoth deck, very beautiful. If you're a cat lover, I recently got a cat deck. Don't tell my daddy, he will kill me. And we also have fairy tale deck. Well, actually, we have everything. The reason I asked you is because this deck here is something good. We embrace something with that sensation that all is well, all is good, everything's going to be okay. Okay, okay, okay. And I also want you to have one oracle card. So we are going to mezcla, to mingle them. What do you feel, the Starseed Oracle, or do you want to your light Oracle deck here? So this is not tarot, this is just a message from the stars or the light. Which one do you prefer? Starseed? Alright, good choice. Okay, so angel guidance. I use this as angel guidance cards because yesterday, I remember a feather was flying towards me. Reminds me to tell you that every time a feather is falling in your lap or flying towards you, you need to know that there is divine intervention. There are entities and energies and vibrations around you that reminds you that whoever who are gone in your life, whoever passed away, if you feel alone, if it's difficult, that feather tells you that everything is all right and that we love you, that you're being loved. All right. So angel guidance, we are going to go through the 7 portals. We're going to ask the 7 so divine guidance for Lila, right? I think you're Meow. Your name Moy. Monica, I'm going to upload government job reads the upcoming week. So if you can check those out, if you want to have a specific one, like a draw your one card, you can just comment, and I might just draw one card for you, which would be specific, Monica, if you can be okay with that. That's just to relieve the channel a little bit, because sometimes the traffic here is a little bit high. Okay? Yeah, Mohimo, they are made by the same company, I think. At least it's the same size of the decks. So normally I just blend them together as one. So if you need to have a message of the light or a state, I use them one as one big deck. Okay, so first here is 2 of fire. So you have the giraffe here. So the divine tells you that raise above the giraffe have snackar ni svenska? Oh, jag vet det. The giraffe, it's so tall that it's above, you know, ni talar svenska. Ja, men det var nog bra. Så om det är någon ord som kan vara lite vanskliga på engelsk, så kan jag kanske si det på norsk, så förstår du vad jag säger. Okay, so when I do reads, I also want to share my knowledge to everyone in the channel. It's personal for you, but the knowledge hidden within the card can also apply to someone else in the channel. All right. So the giraffe here in the root tells tells me that this is vision. You are here capable of rising above something that is creeping. It's like having the vision of it. Think about how long the neck is. This is also something about your spine. I completely forgot that I now have someone beside me, so I have to lower my voice a little bit, and it's very possible I need to do the live streams in the middle of the day because I have a neighbor now and I don't know how loud I am or whatever, so I'll try to be more quiet. Okay, so maybe I will get a microphone so I can speak even lower and you will hear me. Not there yet. So this is, you know, juggling two kinds of energies. We try to stick to English. So here you are sticking your head, you know. I feel that you're kind of stretching yourself a little bit up there to get a better picture of what is. You are juggling fire, right? And so by having this long vision, you see something that, so there is something that you have oversjekt. Okay, oversjekt and oversjekt som over andre. Det akkurat som, it's like you have a crowd of people who are really low. They are, you know, they are not so tall, and you're at this concert, and because of your mentality, because of the roots, because of your perception, because of your fall, this is allegorically, of course, you can manage to see the stage much more clear. So this is clarity for me. There is a clarity for you here that is in your root. I see here that for some reason you are nourishing the roots of the tree. Consider yourself as being the tree of life. And those roots, not only do they need, you know, nourishment from feces, worms, and, you know, mat, avfall, you know. What we nourish through with is something we think that stinks, you know. But here, you nourish your own roots with the sun, with fire, and also there is something here that the Spirit says that you are stretching yourself a little bit extra to get a more clear view, a vision, in that sense that you also get more sunlight because you are off that darkness. It's like people are covered by a ceiling, but I see you stretch yourself up with that neck here, in that sense that you get that D vitamin frequency, that's you are sun gazing, and that it's like, it's, you know, that I don't know if you ever felt that crippling on the skin that is given to you by the sun, so you get like, finally the sun is there. I've been cold for such a long time, and there is an activation here of the root chakra. You know, it tickles in the root, maybe in your feet here, to create something new. The kundalini here is starting, you know. It's like we have cold water, so it's been frozen for a long time. Now it's finally getting some sun, and so it's melting, it's nourishing the earth, and now it's time now for the fluids, you know, Sephia, which is inside that tree, to start rising up so you can give flowers and fruits to the rest of the tree. I hope that made any sense to you. So if you find that complicated, well, try to read a little bit about the tree of life. and understand that you are the tree of life, and just keep it there. And you know, you can download this sequence of what I say, and if you feel that okay, this is complicated, because I start more and more to speak from within. It sounds like I speak in metaphors all the time, but I feel that, you know, if I have a wood, something sticking out from my body, and it's disgusting, and so I push it down, I remove it, but I'm not removing the cause of why it's there. I'm just cutting it off, like a vorta, you know, like this egg skin that we sometimes have. So when I speak now, I'm going directly in to the seed, which is rotten, you know, to find out, okay, people think that if, you know, will my boyfriend or girlfriend come back? Well, they will not come back if there is something inside of you which is not healed, which is not holy. They might long for you. I can make you happy by saying, oh God, they're obsessing with you. They can't think about anyone else but you. And that, I could see that in the cards. Then they come back to you, but they have not changed their ways, and you have not changed your ways. And what's going to happen? You're going to have a honeymoon for another week or 2 or 1 month before the exact same issue that you left is going to repeat itself. Trying to say. Okay. Do you have time, Lila? No. This is not about a turn. This is about you, about your progress. As an individual, you know. So just going, because Mr. Arindam is asking me a very simple question. So and I can ask that pretty quick. So okay, so let's have a look. Just a minute, Laila. Arindam, will you be a successful businessman? This is what I'm trying to tell you, Laila, that this question is, it lack roots. Because becoming a successful businessman, it's something that, depending on your situation, of course, but if you have the correct mindset, the answer is yes. If you have a mindset where you already are programmed and you believe this programming, and you consider yourself, you know, asking me this question is lack of understanding. So I can answer that very quick. Because he's a freebie, because you're a freebie, Arindam, I will give you a free quick answer. Write it down. Your work is not paying off. You do not emit enough light from the heart, from your anahata. You're stubborn when you stumble when you speak. Whatever you're doing now, it lacks a proper foundation. Your intuition is asleep. Your eye is locked. There are a few opportunities here for you. And whatever you are doing now, how you do it, I don't know how you do it, but it's creating, you are perceiving this situation with such anxiety. So if you can walk away, I don't know exactly what you're doing now here, but you do have some successful mindset which has to do with justice, which has to do with law and order, which has to do with balancing the scales. However, your heart is too heavy for you to enter that. Your mindset is already compromised, which affects your emotions, it affects your actions. I can say creating anxiety and stress. You need to rewire your entire mindset. When that is done, and you walk away from this way of, you want to be a winner, and so you still live in a mind that is based on duality, good or bad. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? As long as you are staying in that idea of, I really want to be a successful person within real estate. Well, we all know what that is. Well, right now, you need more knowledge and more training, and when you have that, the answer is yes. Right now, what you're doing is not paying off. Your mindset is twisted. Your mindset is filled with worry, anxiety, and this competition, win or lose, good, bad. The answer is so far, no, not within this year, maybe next year. You will have some success. The star is in the back of the deck here. The cards also say you need to detach from someone or something emotionally here, which is toxic to you. And I think that is your mind, how you perceive the world. Thank you very much. Good luck. Okay, Layla, I'm back to you. So Layla, there is something here about your sacral chakra. I'm currently on VIP read, Mastan, and after that I have to go to bed because I have to pay bills tomorrow. Okay, so I'm sorry, Meow. I have to go to bed within 20 minutes, so feel free to come back. Blessed be. Blessed be. Ask me questions. And the cards shows me ruthlessness. I speak ruthlessness. I just translate the cards. If the cards say shit, I will translate shit. That's all. But I wish you the very best of luck. We all want to heal. Okay, so right now there are some issues in your second chakra. When it comes to creativity, there is a block here, basically. If but you have two twice here, which is interesting. I apologize, I have to dwell a little bit about how I do this, guys, Laila, because it makes more sense when I put the cards out there, and I will give you a specific. I wasn't supposed to stay as long, but I just couldn't have I need to check out the connection, that the connection here is good, and so forth and so forth. Show me the heart, show me the heart, show me the heart. Okay, the heart is there. Okay. We have a Leo here. We have Cancerian energy here. We have Capricorn energy, Capricorn energy, Cancerian energy, Cancerian, Cancerian, Capricorn, and Queen of Earth. What does the star seed card say? Fall into my arm. That's schmexy. So what you need to do is to work with your breathing, how you breathe. Okay, so first of all, you need to work on your sacral chakra, which is the second chakra. This is where we create. So the solution I can give for you here is to purchase yourself some colors and try to express how you feel. Try to paint yourself as a tree. Okay? Try to express yourself as a tree. And when you're finished, express yourself as a house. Use colors and play with colors and try to find out what happens if you use gouache or watercolors, and you buy for paper and see what happens when you dip the paper in water, and what happens when you dip a little bit of, in your case, dip a little bit of one color known as red and one color known as blue, and try different kinds of variations of this color and try to see what happens with this color. And then you can try out different colors from the rainbow. Try to express through those colors, try to express who you are with one color, and then with the next color. You can also do this with symbols, drawings, you know, but my background as an artist, use colors. It will heal you a lot, okay? And music. So the music here for the creation, I get, first of all, in this case, I would use blue and orange and try to express something that you want to create. Express that with blue and orange color. You can also use, you can buy finished products with beautiful pictures and sit and color them. It's, you will go into a meditative state. But I would rather see you play. Don't construct, do not construct anything with your pen. Okay, I'll show you something much easier. If you want to construct something, perfect. And here you do have these colors. So I advise you to get a color kit, you know, just some penciler and acrylic paper. You can get it cheap, and some colors, water, and you trying to keep the water glasses separate from each other. Cold dip for the cold colors and warm dip for the warm colors, you know, and cleanse it often. And so you dip, and in buying something finished, try to use a hard pencil and then try to play with, let's say, a fish. Okay, let's try and see how we can make that fish. Well, that fish is kind of shaped like an eye, isn't it? So you go around. It's not really a difficult shape, is it? And you can also you can find a concealer to conceal these two areas, and then you can play with blue and a little bit yellow. That's how you make this turquoise color. And you can maybe start from the bottom here. You see here there is a little bit dark blue, so it's more concentrated. You use that, and you play with a little bit yellow on the top here. And as you can see, these are goldfish. So this is orange. That is primary colors. Primary colors is red, blue, and yellow. If you can have this, and I also like you to buy one color which is called magenta. Magenta creates this beautiful indigo, cold kind of purple expression. You don't need white. So do not think that I'm going to construct a beautiful picture. Play. And when you peel off that rubber-like substance, that which is a concealer, you can then color the fishes and use your imagination. You can combine it with collage. This is unblocking the block. This is unblocking exactly. This is opening a portal for creativity. Okay. Sorry, I got a little distracted here, but guys, I'm on someone right now, and after this I have to go to bed. We will have longer reads the upcoming weeks. Right now, I'm on the last read. Feel free to come back. I advise you all you can ask me a question where you find your star sign. If you want me to extend the read and give me a simple one, I can extend the read a little bit. That's an offer I'm making now in July, August, okay? Unless I'm being too overwhelmed. So Lila, I just got this feeling, very strong feeling with the Piscean here, that something is blocked here, because the mind, the difference between someone who are a architect and an artist, the difference is that the architect uses mathematics to construct a building so that the building is safe to be inside. But they ask people like me for help to get an original design and color expression, make something unique, because the architect very often are thinking in mathematical terms. He's thinking very practical. He's not thinking aesthetics. So by using colors, and playing with colors without saying that oh, this picture is ugly. No, you're not painting pictures, you are playing with colors and shapes without any expectations to the outcome. And you are making small samples. You can take one piece of paper and you can make small color samples and try, you know, I want to make a picture with palm trees. You try out small samples first if you want to pull it further. Okay, so that's my advice for you, because if one bottle is blocked, it's very often that, you know, I can't go through, you know, it's a tunnel, but it's blocked right, the pipe is blocked right here. So, you know, we need to uncluster this energy in the Chakra energy before we move on to the next chakra, which is temptation. So there could be in your solar plexus some kind of temptations that is not under your control. It's a place where you need some kind of discipline. It could also be so that you are under some kind of toxic influence. It doesn't have to be alcohol or medication, but some kind of vibration here that you are succumbing to. There is a block here also in the solar plexus, which hinders you to express yourself as a true you, as a divine feminine here, which is this. Ever try, Layla, just do, you say, I will not try to play, you know, I will play. I will not try to see, I will see. I will not try to run, I will run. If I fall, I'll get up again. There is no such thing as a bad sense of humor, you know. Humor is a state of mind. So I'm trying to teach people that take a few steps back, take away that person, that voice inside of you that always wants to criticize you or put you down. This is a programming which is inserted to us fundamentally in between the age of 1 and 7. That's when we are being shaped and being, you know, shame on you, shame on you, shame on you. You can't think like that or do like that. And then the programming continues until we die of old age with guilt and shame. Now the world here on your throat chakra reversed. So that is also, I don't know, it could be different next week, but right now there is a thing that you're not saying. Yeah, we have 3 here. Show me speech, show me speech. But blue color here. Letitia, that's why we have antihistamines that makes you drowsy. You can buy a box of melatonin, you can cheat like that, and then you'll sleep. You're really brave and you want to do it the natural way. You have my salutation, because I'm very good at guiding and teaching other people, everyone except myself. Okay, so what do you need to know regarding this piece? Some advice here, yes. Layla, I have to confess to you, you're a bit of a mystery to me. There is this energy here of clinging on to something that's in the past, and it's affecting your independence somehow. You might be self-sufficient, you might feed yourself, and yet there's this sensation of codependency here on something. Is it okay that I speak like this? I'm sorry, you know, like, never apologize for being you. Never apologize, or remember, you are equally as divine as the king and the queen of Norway and Sweden. They have no more value just because they placed a crown on their head. The real crown, you can't touch it with your fingers. You can, but you can't feel it. Divinity is something you have in the pure intentions of the heart. And when you have pure intentions, and when you speak with purity of your heart, no one can judge you, no one can shame you, and you need to take that criticism away from you. Because here we also see that 6 of fire here, that you need to trust your intuition a little bit more, because you have a strong intuition. You're not trusting it properly. You hear things, see things, you feel things, but you're being taught that it's, you know, I might be imbalanced. Is it something wrong with me? I'm sorry. Apologize. There is a lot of, you carry some kind of guilt or shame here, is what I feel. At some point, I feel spirits shows me that you have been ignored somehow, undermined, not being properly seen for who you truly are. And you need to go out of your identity that you feel represents you, your name, your work. You need to understand that you are God, not the goddess. Just having a human experience that you're going to live for an eternity. And what you're doing right now is just experiencing how it's like to be Mori, how it's like to be Layla. Six of fire in reversed is some kind of defeat. Guys, feel free to comment on the things I upload, and you can put a question there, and if there is enough feedback on that, I might answer the question directly after the general read. I do extend read from 5 minutes to 10 minutes, and they are still free. If you feel that I can't reach through you on the live streams, because obviously getting a read from me is a lucky kind of thing. It's like lottery. If you're active on my site, if you're checking out my videos, it's highly likely that I remember your name. Leticia, I remember you've been here before. Unfortunately, I'm on my last read today because I have to pay my landlord tomorrow. So I have to go to bed early. So I'm just going to finish your read. Layla, you do have the King of Fire here, and that's Leo. That's your third eye. So although your intuition is, you don't trust yourself properly. You're not standing in fire like Norea yet. But something is about to wake up. You are in some kind of transition right now, because right now your third eye is wide open, and for some reason there is so much love on this frequency. It should be in the heart. For some reason someone are trying to retell you. I'm one of them, actually. It hits me. I'm standing beside you right now, and I'm trying to bombard, because I see that your pineal gland is open, just like this lotus here. It's inside your brain. We have a pineal gland. When we sleep, it will emit melatonin, which makes us tired, and it will emit dimethyltryptamine, which is DMT, which makes us dream. It creates dream. That is called the spirit molecule. And when that is active all the time, we are capable of being in the spirit world, connect with spirit all the time. And you will also learn that by keeping a high frequency, which is a positive mind, a light heart, you are already in heaven, which is the head. The seat of the soul is in heaven. That is the pineal gland, and it's literally shaped like a pine cone, which is in those trees that I have on the wall right there, which you can't see obviously. A pine cone, So here you have the lion. So you're golden around the head area. You are being bombarded with love. So I understand. I see. Just like this here, this high priestess here. As you can see, her eyes are closed, but if you take a good look, eyes are open, and this pineal gland is raying from outside like this. But the pineal gland is a tiny, tiny cone in the seat. That's the throne. So when it's being calcified properly by putting fluoride in water, and we use fluoride and other kinds of substances, make this pineal gland close. When it opens and is fully open all the time, you have three eyes, and the third eye is your ability to see things which a psychiatric person would say that you're hallucinating. Well, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it ain't real. So we all have different angels or angles to the truth. I love this card. You should really claim this card, just like you should claim your roots. There is just a few issues on the spine here, on the path between this is the Jacob's ladder. So the pipeline is a little bit cluttered now due to guilt, some kind of temptation. I meet people all the time. I try to teach them how to dance, and I can't dance. Well, dancing, it's not a construct. It's not something you're not supposed to perform in any competition. People have this competitive mind, and they think they need to deliver a product. And I say, no, dancing is letting music that resonate with you take over and dance like nobody is watching. So trying is dying. Just do it, says Nike. And do not care when people are watching you from above with the on the top of their horse, because they too, especially if they are being haughty, they will fall. So that is the labelization. We label things as good or bad. Look at her, oh my God, who does she thinks you are? Who do you think you are? Well, that's, honey, that's none of your business. I'm divine. I'm God, just like you. Okay? The last part here, except this oracle card, is the Chariot. That's seventh perfection of spirit. So the Chariot here is your crown chakra. So your eye, your third eye is open. You have the capability to see things. Basically, you're showing up as a psychic. Someone here are trying to bombard you and tells you that, Layla, you are awake. Why do you think you're sleeping? Why you think that something is lacking here? Because you think something is lacking, you will not see that in reality is there. Truth is that you see it, but do you know you are looking straight at the solution right now? The same here with the Chariot on the crown chakra, Cancerian energy. So you are literally taking in energy from the moon, and elevated you will also take in wisdom and knowledge from a god also known as Thoth, the Atlantean. Mercury is all about knowledge and wisdom. So your crown chakra, your third eye, is balanced, and it emits a beautiful frequency. It's the petals of the lotus are not fully unfold. But it's getting lighter and lighter as you walk this path and you focus more on your own wellness instead of thinking that the answer is outside of you. Focus on how you're breathing. Are you doing shallow breaths, or do you breathe? Can you control your own breathing? By controlling your own breathing, take control over your mind, how you perceive things, and you will control your emotions. That is true alchemy. It does not exactly say that, oh, you smoke too many cigarettes or you drink. This is very general. Temptation is in the usual deck, it's known as the devil. This deck is a little bit different. So when it's in reversed here, what I get that it's possible that there are certain cravings you have. It could be as simple as chocolate, That is a very innocent kind of craving, but it's still a craving. And I have many of them. I just obsess with, at home they got Pepsi Max with mango taste. Oh my God. Here they have Coca-Cola with vanilla taste. Oh my God, And that is the animal within us. So this is about the beast. The beast is something you cannot directly tame, a wild wolf. Tyr, the Northern god, he chained the son of Loki, a wolf known as Fenrir, and he's got his arm bitten off. So taming this animal, Layla, it's Samal, the apple, is both knowledge, but sometimes it's also filled with poison. Samael, poison of God. So you need to, only you know right now, because doing a 1 hour read, and I'm not portraying myself as psychic, but I can tell you as much as, what is it that intoxicates you in your life? What is it that you need to let go of, that holds you back into crawling up that ladder, Jacob's ladder? Jacob, another version of the the snake that bites its tail, to complete a cycle. Okay? There is also something about the world here. There is something incomplete. Something maybe that you should have said, but you dare not say. But if you smoke too many cigarettes, or if you drink too much alcohol, eat too much food, if you lack of exercise, or if you have a toxic mind, that is up to you to decide. And that's why I want you to, I suggest to you, painting as therapy. I love acrylics, that's my favorite. You can work with it for time, but just paint, color, express yourself. And when you express something negative, like this is how I feel, afterwards you put it away, burn it, not as a sacrifice, but as transmutation. When the eagle dies, burns up, and turns into the mix. Because never hang artwork on your wall like, Edward Monk's The Scream. The artwork, Edward Monk, he had a period, Sagittarius, and he was part of the Bohemian art group at that time that was involved with, it was a very loose kind of sexual, it was the hippie culture of that era when he lived, and he was drinking a lot, he was very depressed, and his painting was very dark, and you don't want to hang these things on your wall. In the 80s we used to hang children on the wall that was crying. Yes, absolutely. Every kind of craving, Layla, is toxic. Any kind of craving that we cannot control. Because this is the devil, and that's temptation. That is the serpent in the Garden of Eden. That is Samael. Okay? So it doesn't have to be any physical. It can be a habit, or someone toxic to us, or it could be a toxic mindset. You wish you had a bad habit. That is one of the most epic sentences I've heard this time. I don't think I've ever met a person which do not have any bad habits, but you do not have any bad habits. Well, you have my full admiration. But still, if we are perfect, we would not sit here with the limitations we have. We would be Harry Potter and fiddle with magic and have fun seeing things floating around with our magic, until that gets boring too, and we want to become something more. We always want to expand. On the back of the deck, you do have Queen Earth, Capricorn energy. So she, for some reason, I see you, I don't know, but this is someone who is organized, she's tidy, she gets done, she's got you know, the financials under control. This is the energy that is coming towards you. But watch out, because someone are stalking you, unless that's you. But there is this sensation of stalking here. It's not necessarily negative, because this is the good tarot. So it could be that someone that you have some kind of admiration around you, that someone wants to be you. Sometimes that can be toxic you, that someone are watching you, but it's not someone evil, it's not someone bad. But Page of Air is the same as Page of Sword in a regular tarot deck, and when they are reversed, they are literally stalking you, they are obsessing with you. Okay, so what's coming in for you is Queen of Earth, which is incredibly beautiful, by the way. Things are going to manifest into something beautiful, but there is also admiration here. Someone are admiring you, and we also have the Empress coming in here. Now, last card for today, Starseed. Now you will have to come back. I'm back again. I moved into my new apartment. Today is going to be a short session, but because I'm a people pleaser, I think at least, I turned up to, and I like to talk. I talk too much. The backside of having a lot of knowledge that you want to share. Okay, so the oracle deck that you got right now is Fall Into My Arms, Surrender, Holding Its Extremes of Life. Take a screenshot. This is a beautiful dive into the cave. Okay, so let's see what the meaning part is. You can read tarot with this deck. Strange. Soul Whisperer, 2 card spread. What your soul wants to know, the action. Oh, we should really try this one time. That's interesting. Forge, don't follow, fall into my arms. It doesn't have any. Okay, I'll see if I can find it here. Fall into my arms. 66. 66, by the way. That's your number today. 666 is carbon and symbolizes basic consciousness, survival, cerebellum, the brain cerebellum, that what we also know that's the survival reptilian brain. That is 666. Okay, I actually find that out on my own, and then 3 years pass, and someone called the Alchemist says the exact same thing, which again, I can rest my case with that fact that, you know, the monkey effect. You think one thing, someone else are receiving what you think, or we share our mind. We are sharing our thoughts, or someone will pick up on your frequency. Okay, so if you come up with an idea and you create something and become a business woman, remember to patent it. Because I've seen many times, I come up with something, I figure out something, create something, and then I see someone who are more effective, practical than me, and what do you know? My idea, I am now the copycat. Although I'm 10 years ahead of them, I'm the copycat because I did not patent the idea. I used to be a cartoon artist. I send in my stuff to the förlag, and what do you know? They reject my stuff, but it gets printed anyway by someone else who draw the exact same joke. exact same, and I see the same person drawing someone else's jokes as well. So yeah, if you want things printed and you want it for yourself, do not put stuff in China. They will steal your idea, and so goes the story. Anyway, place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I'm ready to embrace dreams of my life. I lay all that I am carrying onto the Great Mother's arm and fall completely into her arms. Surrender, holding the opposite extremes of life. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and shall be there when you draw your last. She'll be there when you draw your last. She knows you how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source, but at the same time it can be incredibly good and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we are being rewarded, and when things go bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life. The agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. The life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurts, sorrow, fears, burdens, and to lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. That's it, Layla. I have to go to my new bed. I am currently taking a vacation in Spain. So thank you so much. Yeah, it was indeed. I thought it was, because we have one Earth Mother, but our real, and we have one Soul Mother. We have many mothers, you know. But we also have one Soul Mother, that like someone we keep, I think, you know, a feeling. But the mothers of Mother Sophia, Shakti, Parvati, Kali, you know, the first, she is dwelling in you as you, right? So yeah, it's a perfectly beautiful card. I loved it, and thank you so much for coming back, Layla. And thank you for asking the right questions. The right questions. What is the wrong question? Well, it depends on your evolutionary path of the soul. Thank you too. So, I'm back again. Guys, thank you so much for your patience. I will do my very best to be available for all of you. I'll put up a proclamation or whatever, where you will be able, if you're active on my channel outside of the free spreads and the live, highly likely for me that, oh, I know you, right? You help me with the algorithms, I will help you with your soul. It's a fair exchange, and you do need to open your wallet. That's my gift to you. All right? So, thank you so much, everyone. Tarot Gangster. Okay, pretty enchanted. Nice to see you again. Stunning. The hat does feel like not so very sexy today, but you know. Very flattering, very flattering. Anyways, I need to go to sleep. I have more work to do. I have a long walk to walk, and I have a long sleep to sleep. I love you so much, guys. Please, please be active on my channel. Do a comment below, and maybe I can answer you a direct question in a small extension read. All right. So catch you guys on the flip side. Shubhrati. I love you guys. I love you, pretty. I love you, Layla. I love you all. Thank you.